The Tangent Egg podcast is aimed at a mature audience. It contains themes that are not appropriate for all listeners. It's important to note that we are not experts. We routinely have no idea what we're talking about and are just three idiots sitting around a table. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome to Tangent Egg Podcast. I'm Seth, and as always, with me are Swoosh and John Doe.
Hi!
Hello!
And we've got a lot of kind of this, that, and the other to talk about. A lot of it interspersed with America stuff. We thought we'd spread it out a little this time instead of let's do the massive depressing pile of America stuff.
Yeah. Absolutely mildly
So, first up, the actress who played Snow White in Disney's new Snow White movies had her press tour pulled.
Can't imagine why.
It gives the same feelings when Tom Holland had to have a minder whenever he went to any kind of press junket. Just because it's stop telling people plot things. Whereas she's just screaming into the void, which is weird.
Well, supposedly the main thing that it was that she was spending a lot of her time trashing the original Disney Snow White movie.
Yeah.
And basically talking down to people who are big fans of that film.
Which is almost every Disney adult.
Yeah, no, right. Particularly things like the romance subplots and things like that. But, come on, that movie is, I'm not even a big fan of that movie, but I'm it's a good film.
Yeah. It's iconic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like most people, when they think of Snow White, probably think of, at least in Western areas. I don't know more if you're into more of a European where the stories came from.
Mm.
But definitely in a more Western setting, America, Australia, that sort of thing. I'm pretty sure if you say Snow White, people in their head probably picture that Snow White.
The classic Disney. Everything about it is just fucking screwy. And you're looking for a base fan base. Why would you piss that off? You want people that want to have that little bit of nostalgia to go, I want to see that. Because it's guaranteed fucking money.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's a bit weird, though, because wasn't Snow White the first motion picture that Disney put out?
Don't know. It's definitely got to be close if it was.
Close to one of the first animated ones, yeah.
Yeah, it was his first, a full-length animated movie. Because they were racing against another group. I remember doing a project on it years and years ago. But if this is the original first, movie that Disney ever made or put out, and they've just made this kind of shit can process nonsense. It's
Yeah. You're 100% right. First feature-length animated movie done by Disney with Snow White.
Yeah. Yeah. Disney would be rolling in his grave.
I mean, generally he'd be rolling in his grave for a lot of other reasons, but, that's
definitely.
He's not rolling in a grave. His head's frozen, thank you.
It's just screaming silently.
It's under it's in the secret lab under the Disney castle in the park, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I still love that there's a theory that the reason they made Frozen Disney was to stop people Googling his frozen head. I wish that was true. That would be the greatest reason.
Yeah, I know, this whole thing. You'd think, they've reshot the scenes with the dwarves to make them fucking CG. If you're gonna do that, just redo her fucking scenes, make the whole movie CG.
Yeah. Honestly, their dwarves are creepy as well.
Yeah. They replaced actual people, not actual dwarves. People who were, shortened to look like dwarves, just replaced with CG. Replace her as well and get her off the whole fucking thing.
No, if they really wanted to do something, they should have just got Peter Dinklage in a bunch of different costumes, doing the same thing that Oompa Loompa did from Charlie the Chocolate Factory. They couldn't do that because
he's the reason the fucking dwarves got changed.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Fuck.
What?
He complained that none of the actors that were playing dwarves were actual dwarves. And if they can't get actual dwarves, they shouldn't have them in the movie. So they all got pulled out. They didn't put dwarves in, they put CG characters.
Yeah. Yep. But I can just imagine, Peter Dinklage in just different costumes. Just Eddie Murphy.
The only reason I wouldn't want to do that, one, I actually really hate... I'm sorry, hate's probably too bad, strong a word for the...
You're not a fan of Peter Dinklage.
I don't... No, I have No, I'm perfectly fine with Peter Dinklage. The thing I don't like is that character playing 9 characters thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's like, it always feels like such a waste, because, like, oh, they're just kind of playing slight variations of the same person.
Mm.
I'd rather, and particularly for Snow White, because, again, I remember the animated one. Every single dwarf has a strong personality come through.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're
Whereas-
named after it.
I know,
It's
right?
amazing, right?
So I really wouldn't want to see, essentially the same actor just trying to slightly variantly play 7 characters.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be that big a fan of it. I wasn't a big fan of it when fucking Eddie Murphy did it. I wasn't a big fan of it pretty much when anyone does it.
No.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm not saying it can't be done well, but I'm generally not.
But
a fan.
finding
For it to be
good
done well, you need a
examples
good
are fucking
special
few
effects.
and far between.
Yeah. You'll need a really good effects team just to make sure the characters look far enough apart, which is really difficult to do with any actor who would sign on for doing multiple roles because they want to be seen as that role.
Oddly enough, probably one of the best examples I could give, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, Jim Carrey in the Sonic 3 movie.
Yeah, actually.
I actually really like the way he plays off himself as his own dad.
He does.
Oh, grandpa.
I hate how much I enjoyed that movie.
I still
Yeah,
haven't
I
watched
know,
it.
right?
It's on my to-watch list.
It's fun.
Like, I'm not going to tell you it's going to blow you out of the water,
I'm not
but it
expecting
is
it to.
genuinely...
I'm
Look,
expecting it to be a stupid little popcorn movie.
If
yeah.
you like Dragon Ball Z, you'll love the last half of this movie.
Yeah.
Like, that's literally... It turns into Dragon Ball Z fanfiction, much like the original Sonic games kind of did.
Hell, they even managed to actually make Shadow look cool on a motorbike with a gun.
Yeah. And his power of just bullshit, which
Yeah.
I love. Although I have been watching
Which
an
is-
anime recently that has the same power. It's like, what's your power? I just make shit up. How does this
What's that?
work? It's a loner life in an alternate world or something along those lines. Basically, an entire group of kids in one classroom are transported to another world. And it was because it was just a lucky pull. The god's like, fuck. Normally you'd each get a bunch of points, and you could buy off this wall of skills. But because there's so many of you, it's like first come, first served. And because he was trying to run away, he's the last person to get in. So he gets all the really shit leftover skills. One of which being loner, and another being neat. As in the, not employed, kind of thing. And, yeah, it's just him wanting to live in the woods. And everyone else being like, no, come help us. It's like, I just want to live in the woods, man. Leave me alone. So it's surprisingly fun anime. I quite like it.
Yeah. Although, what's not surprisingly fun is there's a guy trying to get a Kickstarter started for a documentary on the elder abuse of Stan Lee toward the end of his life.
Yeah, I don't like this. It's bad.
Now, a documentary in of itself,
Not
I'm
bad.
not too bothered by, but it's like he's got all this footage and stuff of when it was happening, and it's like, then why the fuck have you been sitting on it,
Yeah.
prick?
Yeah, every response to it I've seen is like, why didn't you release this when he was still alive? Why didn't you say something? Why didn't you try to intervene? It's like, I was just like a production assistant. I was just like a helper. Rah, 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 rah. It's like, you were filming. You had evidence.
Yeah.
Take it to the police. Like, were you actively saving this for a documentary after he passed? Because that's what it feels like.
Yeah, feels like a big cash in, like, I need money for, I don't know, a mountain of cocaine.
Hookers and blow.
What can I do? Well, I have all this footage of people being really shitty to Stan Lee. What if I could cut that together into something and get people to pay me for it?
I want to know... Sorry, you were just waiting to catch up for a second. You froze, but then caught back up. I want to know, like, how much he's cut out, because I reckon, this is my conspiracy theory, he had to have been complicit, or at least, helping with the abuse in some way to get the footage, and to hold on to it for so long.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of just with everybody else, I just feel like really shitty that you're doing this.
Yeah.
You feel like you're profiteering off someone
Yeah.
everybody loves suffering, who was pretty sure he was getting abused, and now you're like, yeah, he was, and I can prove it.
I can prove it. I've had all this stuff for ages. Like, why didn't you do it before, man?
Because
Why did you not try
profiteering,
and
that's
save
why.
this man?
Yeah. Late stage capitalism. That's the fun part.
Fucking brilliant.
If Brennan's taught us anything, capitalism is to blame.
But is it? Because Valve just did a really good thing for the TF2
Because
fanbase.
there is an exception to every rule.
Sure.
But
yes.
what happened, Valve has basically, for lack of a better way, kind of abandoned TF2 for a long time. It's not been getting updates, it's not been getting patches, they've not been fixing hacking problems. And recently Valve just went, you know what? Entire SDK, it's all yours. If you want to fix it, go fix it yourselves.
Yeah. And I love that.
It's exactly what should happen to games like that at the end of their fucking life. Like, god fucking damn.
Yeah.
It's the living on a farm equivalent to putting the dog down instead of just taking it back and all gathering it, like every other game company.
Well, I think the one thing that helps particularly for TF2 is TF2 has supported custom servers forever.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like, that
So
one
it's
has
not
been
like-
unofficially in the hands of modders and gamers for a while.
Yeah. Unlike something like, say, WoW or something like that, where it's reliant on Blizzard servers,
Yeah.
TF2's had custom support for an eternity. So the idea of just being like, cool, we don't care about the maintaining the servers anymore or doing anything like that. We'll just give it to the players. They can run all their custom servers they fucking like.
Yeah.
Which means they can make new game modes, game styles, all custom lockdown servers to prevent hacking. You know, the sky's the limit for the community base.
Entirely excited.
100%. Absolutely.
It can literally just be a
Not
matter
that
of...
they haven't already.
Yeah, pretty much. I hope that this overtakes, what was the other one? Roblox, the one where everyone's like making mini games inside that game. I want TF2 to do that.
Well, I mean, the thing is, though, Roblox, as much as I despise it and it really needs to be shut down, it's designed as a game-making space. Whereas something like TF2 is designed as a versus shooter. Yeah, you can do some other clever things with it, but it's kind of built into a mold.
Yeah, it's a bit limited in its capacity.
I'm sure the community is going to push that capacity to its fucking limit, though.
Oh, yeah. Modders are fucking strange people. I love them.
Ubisoft's looking for some
What
investors.
kind of investors?
Well,
apparently
I'm going to
they've got-
save my fucking pocket money, thank you.
Well, currently they're looking to spin up a new entity, and they're looking for investors. Currently, the big one that seems to be looking at them is Tencent, although that's not that surprising.
Yeah. Maybe they're hoping one of their whales will just, fund them. Like, here, more money.
I mean, do they still have whales?
We're no longer
I don't know
Ubisoft,
anymore.
now we're Soft Ubi. Give us money.
Yeah. We're a new startup called Soft Ubi. It'll be fine. No, Ubi Hard. That's what they'll do next. It's like, we're a new entity called Ubi Hard. You have to pay us a shit ton of money just for us to start.
Is that
making
because is that because all of their players are pretty Ubisoft on their games?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're also pretty Ubi Hard to get a game off the thing because no one trusts them.
I mean, it's the biggest problem that's currently hitting them. I've got to assume for the new Assassin's Creed, which recently dropped, is lots of people don't trust Ubisoft.
Yeah. For good reason.
Why, the majority of reviews I've seen are pretty middle of the road. Some more positive, but not by much.
Yeah.
Most are just praising the open world environment because it goes through seasonal changes, which help keep it interesting. And it feels more populated. Yay! But no one seems to have anything particularly good to say about the rest of the game.
Yeah. From everything I've seen, it's very much we have Ghost of Tsushima at home. So,
Yeah.
Like,
Except
the seasons change. Like, they did in other games too, guys. Pokemon did this years ago.
Except I would argue Ghost of Tsushima at home is Rise of the Ronin.
Yeah.
This is the biggest problem, they definitely have at this point. They've waited so long to do Japan, despite the fact the fan base has wanted it forever.
Yeah.
that too many other studios have jacked the aesthetic and have done something with it, and now it's
and done better things.
Ubisoft. Whether or not they're better, I think. I've been playing Rise of the Ronin, and that's kind of a real AA kind of okay game, but that's Koei Tecmo.
Yeah,
that's what they make. But yeah, definitely some have done better. Ghost of Tsushima, of course. It's kind of like the goat in the room right now.
It's the same thing that happened with Nintendo holding on to doing that one Pokemon game that everyone was fucking demanding until Palworld came out of fucking nowhere going, we did it! And then now they're playing catch up to try and oh shit, now we have to fight against the version of the game that everyone wanted.
Yeah, but I would disagree. I think, Arceus came out before Palworld.
It did.
And Arceus has kind of been the game most Pokemon fans have been wanting. The actual, go out and discover and learn about Pokemon and have them in these open world spaces, except they want Monster Hunter style, where you had zones.
Yeah.
Then, Palworld. I think the big thing that Palworld did was absolutely show up, Violet and Sapphire? No, not Sapphire.
Scarlet?
Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, that's right.
Those weren't good, and then you had to stand them next to Palworld, and it was now they look real shit.
Yeah.
Actually, with the weird thing, speaking of the Monster Hunter thing they were going with, the new game is apparently all based in one city. And instead of finding Pokemon around, you have to go on basically expeditions into little, basically streets, because there's nothing different. Find Pokemon and catch them there. It's so it's just an expedition system taken from Monster Hunter, but less fun.
We'll see.
I'm going to leave that one to our friends who are obsessed with Pokemon.
The ZA one that's coming out?
Yeah.
Unless Pokemon's learned a lot of lessons real fucking quick, I don't hold out much hope for it.
Yeah, I normally would get most Pokemon games because I grew up with that shit. So this one I'm leaving to the actual Pokemon nerds in our group. Now I'm going to wait until people I know and trust for this thing check it out.
Last Pokemon game I bought was Arceus.
Yeah.
I did not have a lot of faith in... Because X and Y... No, not X and Y. Sword and Shield.
Sword and Shield, yeah.
God, they've got such absurd names.
Yeah.
Sword and Shield was this is an okay idea, but I'm not feeling it. And when they got to the open world, the open field area where all the Pokemon were alive on the map, it was this is kind of... I don't know.
Yeah.
So I wasn't particularly hyped for Scarlet and Violet, and then, finding out just how much they fucked that up.
God, that was a painful game to play.
Bad frame rates, glitching all the time, a shitty... the terrestrialization thing was a dumb idea. It almost broke competitive. Despite the fact that they already had built into the story a much better one, which was the idea of past and future evolutions of Pokemon.
Yeah.
That was so much cooler than terrestrialization. What is wrong with you?
It was not well done. I didn't like that game.
No. And, I think a lot of people are exact same boat.
Yeah.
They're going to be sitting there going, oh, man, ZA looks interesting, but, someone try it out before I fucking pay money.
Yeah. Honestly, it's that's the only game I haven't, or only Pokemon game I haven't finished. Everything else I've at least gotten through the Elite Four and reached Endgame. Yeah, cool, done. Off I'll go. That one, I'm no, I'm done. I'm halfway through. I can't stand dealing with this anymore. There's other games I want to play.
And the other thing that's weird is just okay, we wanted to go open world, so we decided we'd not railroad you into certain gyms first. Why?
Yeah. That's...
Now all of them have to be theoretically beatable at level 10, because that's the first one you do.
It's a clear fucking progression path. Just fucking stick with it.
Well, actually, the weird thing is, I, at one point, went and read the Pokemon manga, and when it gets to Brock, it's you learn, it's alright, how many badges do you already have? None, you're my first. Fucking awesome. And he goes to a specific drawer and pulls out a team, which is the two that you fight at that level. And the idea being, depending on how many badges you have, they have stronger teams. But that's never mentioned in like that game. It's not waved away. It's like, oh, how many badges do you have? We're using this team. Come back later, you can find a different version. It's never even mentioned.
That could have been cool, but I still think they should have just sacked it up and just gone, this gym is the last one.
Yeah.
This dude has like level 70 Pokemon.
Yeah.
Don't. Just fucking don't.
Yeah. You don't fuck with this guy. Or at the very least, have them go, oh, you don't have the requirements to fight me. Go away and come back.
Because then at least there's like a escalation in the story. Not, it's all kind of flat.
Yeah. I don't think Pokemon will ever learn from their mistakes, though.
Which is irritating, because too many people are chopping at their heels. How well Temtem, Monster Ranch is coming back. There's another one I've seen that's doing it as well. It's like the blood's in the water and the sharks are circling.
Yeah, and honestly, I hope Temtem comes out on top. I love Temtem.
Oh, amazing.
Great.
Still think it's the best competitor that they've had in a while.
Oh, yeah. It is like the spiritual successor. Like, it's great.
And with full online co-op with a buddy, so...
Once again, we're not sponsored.
No, I mean, like, to not to re-shill Temtem from back when it came out and we were shilling it every fucking week. But seriously, if you like Pokemon, try it. You'll probably really like it.
You probably look at it and go, why is this not already happening in Pokemon?
The fact that every battle's a double battle and the stamina system they use, that's different from like the PP system. It's pretty innovative. I quite like the way they did it.
And since they designed it around being double battles always, they're actual Temtem abilities that are based off, is the other party member you have coming out this type of Temtem?
Yeah.
So you can build double teams around supporting each other.
Yeah. There's a lot more strategy to it, which I really
Hell,
enjoy.
I just like that they were like, hey, it doesn't forget moves, you just have 4 that you can use in battle.
Yeah.
Anytime you want, switch those out.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like, it makes fucking sense, not just I have very short-term memory.
And that system was introduced in Arceus by Nintendo, because it was like direct response to like Temtem, because that was already a thing in the waters for fuck.
I don't know if it was a direct response, but it certainly felt like it.
It really did.
But like that made sense because it's like, oh, you might not have you get a new ability that requires you to have a grass type Temtem in your other slot. You don't have one right now. Cool, I'll just stow that, and then later on when I do have one and I want to try that team functioning out, I can just swap the move in.
Yeah. Fucking great.
I'm gonna get on to the next story because otherwise I'm just gonna talk about Temtem. So EA has decided it wants to be even more of a cunt.
Yay! That's fucking brave
it's not
territory
Ubisoft,
for
it's EA.
It's a bold move, Cotton.
Right. So they're currently trying to essentially create their new reboot of Skate.
Yeah.
Which fans of Skate have been screaming for.
They
Yes,
really
they have.
have. They've been very vocal for years.
15 years.
So they put out a beta so that people could start playing it, and they decided in that beta that while they were stress testing game mechanics and service, they needed to stress test the microtransactions.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
so in this beta, for a game without a release date, you could buy microtransactions.
Makes perfect sense.
I know the exact way they tried to justify it had to have been. It's a game feature, guys. It's a feature in the game. We're testing it. Like, no. That should never be a feature of your game. That should just be a repercussion of your game. Like, I don't like this.
But it's EA.
Next up, they're going to... I'm waiting for them to try and start playing ads in games. Waiting for it.
I really don't know what more people are expecting from EA at this point. Like, anyone going into that game should have expected some sort of scummy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm genuinely surprised they didn't come out and say, well, it's the achievement of purchasing things. How good do you feel after you purchase them? That's what we wanted to test. Like, fuck you. God, I'm waiting for it. They're gonna come up with some bullshit like that. Like, it feels good to buy things from us.
If I ever make a game, there will be exactly one microtransaction, which will be $1, and all it does is get you an achievement, just saying, "Ha ha, got your soul," and that's it.
I mean, it would be a real microtransaction. Unlike
Exactly.
Oh, hey, cough up $40. That's not a microtransaction.
No,
yet.
that's just
$40.
That's just a transaction.
Yeah. I don't think any microtransaction should be above like $3, to be honest.
I would have said $1. $1 is a microtransaction.
That is true.
Honestly, I would go anywhere up to a $5. I feel like $5 is an amount of money that I can have and not really care about.
Well, $1 for micro, $5 for mini. I want to scale this shit.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck that.
Honestly,
I'm not into that.
$10
the minute
for
you
minor.
scale it, I'm out. I'm completely out.
I want scaling for one reason, so they can't call them microtransactions anymore. That's just it. So if something is above like $3, it can't be called a microtransaction. It is now just a transaction.
Yeah.
Apparently, I think EA doesn't want me to know what you're saying, because every time you try to say your idea, your audio cuts
Yeah, me
out.
too.
Oh! Discord's on it! Like fucking sneaky fucks.
Apparently Discord are trying to sign deals with games companies so that your Discord friend list will appear in games. So
Yeah.
they may already
They
be
don't want us
filtering for
talking
EA.
Yeah.
There's just one guy from EA who listens to us.
I mean, I was listening and it was like, you keep cutting out. And I'm like, look, man, I'm going to be really into this in the edit when I can finally hear what you're saying. But, like, you look like you want a response. And I'm like, I can't. I didn't hear it.
No, it's fine. Just smash cut to editing. Like, sitting there going, nah, he's just a fucking idiot. Ignore everything.
Well, that's the thing. Your local recording will likely have it. So when I do the edit, it's not going to be missing.
You're going to have to put your
over the
reaction in.
Discord call.
I ain't telling you
I
shit.
can't hear any of your idea.
All I
Oh, I
can
love
picture is that guy from the IT crowd. He's like sitting there with it's like a little buzzer for fucking a censorship buzzer as she's like fucking swearing at the Japanese businessman. He's standing up. Beep, 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 beep. He's like, good work, Jeff. He's like, thank you. All I can picture of it, just the silence button.
The audience had my back, though.
I'm sure they agree it's a great idea, but neither of us fucking heard it.
Fucking perfect timing. I love that.
The thing that was really crazy though is like you started it and the audio cut, and then you started like reiterating, and then just before you reiterated the idea a second time, it cut out again.
Oh, I love
so it was
that.
only the idea you had, and not any of the dialogue either side of it.
That is amazing.
So Texas is trying to push through a bill that might criminalize owning specific anime, manga, or games.
And they've made it so vague.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
I kind of get where they're coming from with what the purpose of it is. But then, let's face it, a lot of people push through laws that are too general just off of, like, a purpose.
Yeah.
And the purpose is essentially to criminalize owning sexual content of minors, even if it's animated drawing or anything like that.
And not have a character say, oh, they're actually like 900 years old, but they look like a fucking minor. Like,
Yeah. And I get that. I'm not going to be angry about that. Like, whatever, man. But the problem is that they use the word obscene.
Yeah.
Now, that is a too broad a term, because that does cover what you want to hit, but it hits a lot of other stuff too.
and it also
who
depends
gets
on
to choose.
Yeah, like what I find obscene may not be what someone else finds obscene. So who's the defining body?
So yeah, that's kind of the problem with this bill. Because a lot of people are like, oh, well, would that make it criminal to own something like the anime Kill la Kill? Because the character in that is 16, I think it is. But, like, she doesn't bone down or anything.
Yeah.
But someone could determine that what happens in that anime is obscene and just be like, yep, no.
Pretty
hit
much.
by this law.
That was a hard anime to get through.
I wasn't into it simply because it got pushed real heavy online when it was coming out, and I was just like, I don't want to watch this. I've seen like a bajillion clips. I'm out.
Well, it kind of gets weird because, like, she's 16, and the way they explain the power is you can only be powerful if you truly believe that you are naked in front of everyone. And it's like, this is odd. I'm just going to go watch a different thing now, okay? Bye.
Yeah. I mean, like, again, I'm not going to speak specifically. It's simply the one that's been brought up the most often in regard to talking about this particular bill has been Kill la Kill. But that because you have an underage protagonist that doesn't, as far as I know, get completely naked. But again, I haven't watched it.
It's very scantily clad, but never naked.
Yeah. But yeah, it could be hit by the obscene tag of this. Not what they're stating they're using this bill to hit.
Yeah. They should have just named the specific genre of shit. Like, just, we don't want lolly, we don't want this stuff, anything that looks like a child. No, that's bad. Stop that.
Because, like, can you imagine a 7-year-old senator going, we're banning lolly? What's a lolly? Like, I don't think they could be specific enough and actually have anyone look at it and go, what is this? Because
well, you don't have to. Well, then don't use the anime term for it.
Yeah.
Which is why they've tried to go broad and try to get as many people as possible to sort of understand what they're trying to fucking do.
You just put in a bill where it's like, what's the point of this bill? It is targeting sexual content depicting children.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or underage people.
But that's also still too specific. So for later on, when they want to try and generalize as much as possible.
No, that's the point. That is absolutely the point of using the word obscene.
Yeah.
It lets them thought police you later when they want to hit something else.
Yeah. They're setting up for later. Like a lot of things happening in the States right now. They're setting up for future things.
So speaking of the States, this is probably the funniest shit that's come out this week. A politician in France offhandedly commented that they should take back the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
Which is just
Yeah.
Yeah. According to them, the America now, with its leader who kind of seems to want to be a dictator and worships another dictator in Putin, no longer represents the land of the free, the people that they gave that statue to.
Yeah.
Now, I want to point out, they're not demanding it. They're not jumping up and down all over the fucking place. But of course, America needed to respond to that shit.
Yeah.
And this was their statement, and it's so tone deaf.
It is.
Absolutely not. My advice to the unnamed low-level French politician, cool, you're already just undercutting this guy for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
Would be to remind them that it's only because of the United States of America that French are not speaking German right now. There wouldn't be a United States without the French.
Yeah. So soon they forget their history.
They never learn their fucking history.
That's a good point.
That's where that boils down from. They only brought out the we're number one history. The rest of it, not so much.
I always found that so strange. Like the fact that their history is America great, so great. It's amazing. Whereas like I remember history when I went through like the baseline stuff in primary school and stuff. It's very much like Australia was kind of founded on some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
So
we should really know that.
Yeah, you should know about this. This is a cultural thing. Like we fucked over an entire people. It's like, oh fuck.
Well, it's like. Of course, a lot of history is American number one because it's pretty hard to write history after you've had several thousand tons of bombs dropped on your fucking head.
That is a good point, yeah.
I mean, as they say, history is written by the victor.
Yeah.
But, like, I mean, hell, I think the only thing that, like, I directly remember from when I was a kid in school, from our history that really got correctly revisioned later. I mean, a lot more of the stuff to do with the First People has been brought into more detail, but I am aware of the shit we did to them.
Yeah.
Was that when I was a kid, Ned Kelly was a folk hero.
Yeah.
Now Ned Kelly's a criminal. You know, who he always was.
Yeah.
Bush Rangers aren't to be looked up to. They're pieces of shit. You should not idolize
They
Ned
are
Kelly.
basically bandits.
I was named after
So-
one. Thank you.
It all makes
my point-
sense now.
Point simply being, like, yeah, that's the
But
big one that I'm aware
it's the same
of.
as-
That and
changed.
Captain Cook was actually a cat.
Oh, yeah.
But it's the same as the
Look,
story of
the
Robin
more
Hood.
detail on
Like,
what we did is
Robin
gone.
Hood is a folk tale of is a folk hero, but he was a
Yeah.
bandit.
Yeah.
That's true.
But Ned Kelly didn't give to the poor.
Oh no, fuck no.
Ned Kelly gave to himself.
No.
Yeah.
If you want an actual folk hero, go Reckless Kelly.
Nice.
Hmm.
That'd be fun.
Good old Yahoo
But
series.
yeah. It's just such a... it's clearly an offhand comment from France. It's not, we fucking need that statue back, we're coming to get it.
The problem is, like, if they had left it be, there'd be no issue. But now that they've responded with that much, like, bullshit, I can see more politicians in France getting behind that.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's like, you accidentally made a rallying cry.
If
It's the
anything,
Streisand effect.
it's just making America. It's making America more and more of a laughing stock. Like now,
Yeah.
France is poking fun at them. Every other country is going to start poking more and more fun. Like
100%.
Russia, like Putin already had that fucking interview on TV where he said, "Oh, I was meant to be on a phone call with Trump an hour ago," and laughs about it. Like zero fucks given. Like they're having less and less credibility on the world fucking stage.
The more he demands people, like, idolize and listen to him, the less we do, and I like that.
Well, their military equipment sales. So Lockheed Martin was trying to sell F-35s around the fucking world to military fucking everywhere. And it's made them have to come out with a statement saying none of our military vehicles have a kill switch. They can't be turned off without your approval. The fact you had to say that.
Yeah, you had to actually say it just because of the shit that Trump's been spouting.
Yeah, like the petulant child who might throw a tantrum and might want to turn off all the toys. Like,
Yeah.
God fucking damn.
Yeah. It's bad.
And the amount...
Well, I mean, America does have a history of not kill switching stuff, but like you buy it from us, you can't make your own.
Yeah.
So it's not surprising that people in this time and age be like, man, with all the kind of like fly-by-wire shit that's in these new aircraft, could they turn it off?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we essentially pay a tithe to America by buying their old shit at highly inflated prices.
Australia we need to stop buying their leftovers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's...
Because we're not even getting warm leftovers.
No.
Yeah.
It's also the pharmaceutical companies. They're currently up in arms because Australia has the PBS, the Pharmaceutical Benefits Scheme, where the Labor government is now coming up saying if they get in the next election, they're going to guarantee that no PBS medication will be over $25. They're currently trying to push for Ozempic and medications like that to be included in the PBS.
Nice.
Which currently, that if you're not on that, is like almost $200 for an injector.
Yeah.
And the pharmaceutical companies in America are fucking shitting bricks. Because there's, no, that's fucking wrong. They should have to pay more. Give us more money. Like,
Yeah.
American medical system.
Yeah. Meanwhile, like, recently apparently Dutton was spotted having a nice soiree in India. Talking with a bunch of, like, really, really rich families. It's like, oh good. That's who's going to try and carve this up next. That's going to be fun.
I mean, this is the guy who thinks wind turbines are going to kill the world.
Oh, fuck, that hurt me. I read that and it actually hurt. I got a headache from it.
So, this is a politician making a statement about why we shouldn't have offshore wind farms, despite the fact Australia is fucking perfect for them. Because it will kill the whales. This is all based off a fraudulent and provenly fraudulent study.
It's great. It's just... He's so stupid. And he wants to run the country, and I hate to say it, he might actually get in. He is also referred to as, like, a mini Trump, quite often.
I've heard him recently referred to as Dutt Plug.
I like that.
Dutt plug?
Dutt Plug.
I like that. I hope that sticks.
That could be his term, his version of ScoMo.
Yeah.
Yeah. God damn. So,
Notice that, like, liberals are the ones that get the stupid nicknames.
yeah.
Because they're also the ones that look like fucking Voldemort.
Yeah.
True.
I feel so bad for Labour. Every time they get in, they have to clean up the mess, and no one likes cleaning up the mess. Everyone hates cleaning things.
Look, this round of Labour is a little disillusioning because they did not do good.
No.
Even usual. But yeah, usually Labour gets in and it's like, okay, we got handed the nappy full of shit.
Mm.
Alright, we're going to spend our 4 years fixing this.
Yeah.
Awesome, it's fixed. We'd like to do some things. Shit, our term's up. The libs are back in. Alright, they're creating a new, bigger nappy of shit for us. Fuck!
It's like having a child with an abusive partner who has, like, a lot more time with the kid than you. So it turns up, hey, they've got colic and the diaper's full. Bye! And then, it's like, okay, we'll fix that. You're going to eat right. Get you going to school again. And then suddenly they come back, it's my turn. Give me the baby.
Yeah.
No.
I really wish there was another option. Because neither of them are fucking great. Like, it's shit or other coloured shit.
There's the Greens, but there are a few who are a bit nutty.
Well, the Greens to Labour are what Nationals are to Liberals. Like, there's not a whole lot of fucking difference there. And the Greens have got their own fucking policies that I don't think are great, which is why I'd almost vote against Labour just to avoid the fucking Greens.
Yeah.
But,
to
each their own.
Politicians.
Yay! I'd almost rather talk about fucking bickies than fucking politicians. God damn.
I don't have bickies, but I can derail you with one thing. Lipton Tea has just discontinued their peach flavour.
Is this a massive issue?
No, because it's my least favourite flavour. Mango or lemon. They're the two fucking pinnacles.
Their mango is fucking tasty.
Fucking oath.
I'm not even a big tea guy. I don't like that mango.
But I only found out about this because it's been making the rounds on, like, reels and stuff. Because apparently people are pissed about this. It's like, okay.
Australian people?
I've seen a smattering of Australian and, like, UK.
UK, really? See, like, I was expecting somehow this to be more of an America problem.
Well,
they're definitely
with Arizona iced tea. That's like the pinnacle over there. They don't even know what fucking Lipton is. But I know Costco sells 2-litre jugs of fucking lemon iced tea from Lipton.
Might be a few of those as well.
Man, I watched a mini doco on Arizona iced tea. You know they still sell that shit for 99 cents?
Yeah.
Yep. And the guy refuses to add it for more.
Yeah. I just love that they have a CEO that's just like, no, our brand is 99 cents, and it will always be that.
It's the same
he
as
literally threatened to kill a guy who discussed increasing it. Yeah, I will kill you.
Yeah. It's the same with the Walmart CEO being like, you can never change the price of the hot dog. Do not fuck with the hot dog.
The fact that even though, like, is it $2 in America for the hot dog?
Yeah.
Because it's still $2 here. So technically it should have actually jacked up for the Australian dollar, but they kept it at $2.
No,
and it's not some tiny fucking hot dog either. It's an American
it's a full
hot
fucking foot long dog. It's awesome. And a full fucking pizza for like $15.
Yeah.
Oh.
I despise how much I like the Costco food court.
I know.
Yeah.
So it's $15 for a massive pizza that will feed like 6 people. And then it's $11 for a single meat pie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't do meat pies.
No, they don't. But it's like, why would you buy the meat pie?
I know. Well, I mean, that or like you could get an entire chicken sandwich with a drink attached for like the same price as they're going to charge you for that fucking meat pie. It's a really meat pie.
See, I knew it. If I could talk about food, we get happier.
The one thing I don't like, though, is Costco's ice cream.
I haven't tried their ice cream.
It's really American style, and I'm not into it.
Almost no dairy and closer to froyo.
Does it have that weird sugary texture to it as well?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't taste like ice confection.
It tastes like
fucking nothing.
It's like an ice custard, or it's not even a yogurt. It's a really weird fucking texture.
I'm not into it because like my mom buys Buller ice cream.
Yeah.
And
Fucking
that's
Buller ice
like
cream.
let's face it, Blue Ribbon Buller is the best
so
ice
good.
cream you get. So, I know what good ice cream tastes like. I also got raised on ice confection, which, if you don't know, is dairy-free ice cream. Would highly suggest if you're lactose intolerant and want ice cream, go buy ice confection. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I am that. They're fucking amazing.
That's the one you're thinking of where it's like it's an ice cream product that tastes kind of sugary.
Yeah.
That's ice confection. It's pretty good, and a lot of Australian kids grew up on it because that is what the Coles home brand ice cream is.
Yeah.
That's ice confection, not ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it doesn't say ice cream on the tub.
That slight, almost hair-thin chocolate coating on the outside with an ice cream that melts quicker than the chocolate does on the inside.
Yeah.
Fuck, I really want one now.
But yeah, I don't know what it is. That American ice cream, like I bought a sundae one day because it was really hot.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, no, I was not into it. It was not good.
Ugh. God damn.
But I mean, my yardsticks are the best ice cream versus the cheapest ice cream.
Well, it's like any time Australians go to America and have coffee. It's like what? Why is this brown water here? I would like coffee, please.
Yeah.
We got spoiled.
It's why Starbucks failed here.
Yeah. There's only a few left.
I love that so much.
Yeah.
Australian people were not into, I need a fucking mocha, fucking fromy, fucking bullshit with hazelnut squirt and a puff of pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
Unlike you, we
just
didn't have to
want
hide the
fucking
taste of our coffee.
Give me quality caffeine, motherfucker.
Yeah. We don't hide the taste of coffee. We relish that shit.
We've got normal, like black coffee, white coffee,
Slightly foamy
and like
coffee and more foamy coffee.
I was about to say, and then you've got a couple of variants off of that, and based on name,
And
like
then
you buy
chocolate
a cappuccino, you're gonna have although
The Canadianos.
does anyone else test whether or not a place has a good cappuccino with the sugar packet?
Yeah. No, I do, actually.
Because if you can't empty the whole sugar packet onto the top of the cappuccino
Oh, yeah.
and it not go through, that's a shitty cappuccino.
It's bad. It's going to be watery and horrible.
My missus likes
Gotta have enough.
likes to be able to empty a whole sugar packet on top and then eat that with a spoon and then just drink the coffee as fucking normal.
I'll allow for the sugar to go through the foam, but I have to be able to put the whole packet out before it does it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I pour that thing and it immediately cuts through the foam, shitty cappuccino.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
There's over-steamed shitty milk.
Oh, and when they burn it. God.
Are we really just a fucking food podcast? Really?
We are, but we're a stealth food podcast because we just sneak it in every so often.
Bickies and coffee. That's all.
Look, we have strong opinions.
We have very strong opinions. Why else would we have a podcast?
Look, we pray.
Because we're all white males in our 30s.
Yeah. We hit 30 each. It's like, fuck, we should run a podcast.
What do you call a group of white males in their 30s? A podcast?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, getting back onto the we've still got a bunch of topics of things to hit, but
This might be a long
I'm
episode.
sure we
can
can.
good.
Look, it depends if we can find another food topic.
You watch me.
Look, man, the last big thing I did was I tried hot pot, and that shit was amazing. So I can rant about that.
Yeah, fat hot pot is delicious.
So Warner Bros is trying to help some people out. So they identified a problem with DVDs manufactured between 2006 and 2008 that have acquired what they call disc rot. Essentially, the disc ceases to function.
Yeah.
Now, you can send that movie back to Warner Bros. And they will send you another DVD. Whether or not you get the same movie back, who knows?
Yeah. It's a crapshoot.
And the breakdown of the disc is because the resin they use to hold the layers together of the disc has an organic compound that over a certain period of time just starts to degrade and breaks down. So you can't do anything about it. It's literally the manufacturing of the disc means that it would fail at some point.
Yep.
Like, no way.
Which feels like one of those like planned obsolescence things that they got caught doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're probably like trying to test it just to see if they can get away with it.
But like I said, you can send a movie back. You send your fucked copy of The Matrix back, but you might get something else back too, because they've lost rights to certain movies or agreements have lapsed. So they can't give you that movie back. But they'll give you something of comparable value. But if the thing you valued was that movie...
Yeah. It's fucking their comparable value. All this is a bigger call out to acquire your media or, like, purchase it where you can if you want to, like, if you can, but you don't own it. Even if you bought, like, you own the media that's on that fucking disc.
Yeah.
They built it to fucking fail.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There is no true ownership anymore.
Like, even here, where you thought you did own it. Like, yeah, it's
actually,
fucked up.
I have some good news, very quickly. Apparently,
Please.
Michael Sheen just paid off £1 million worth of debt.
Who?
Michael Sheen. He played the angel in Small Gods. Or Small Gods? The Terry Pratchett novel turned into TV show.
Oh, Good Omens.
Good Omens.
Good Omens. That's the one, sorry. He played the angel in it. He just bought a bunch of people's debt because they sell it off at really reduced prices to debt collection, who then get the money. So he bought like £1 million worth of debt. It's like, absolved! And then just ran off into the sunset.
Nice.
We need to have those little snippets of good, but why didn't he buy my fucking debt? God damn.
Yeah, right?
This is like the one humble brag I have is that I'm almost 40 and I have no debt.
Yeah. So, the problem is we offshore all of our celebrities because he still lives in the UK. Like, he still lives in that country, just commutes to America to work. All of ours bail the second they can. They never come back to forgive our debt. Fucking. What the Hemsworth's done for us?
Because every time they come back here, we hang shit on them.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. Everywhere else, Hemsy is Thor. In Australia, it's like, remember when you were on Home and Away?
How much would it suck to be the youngest one? The one who's, like, not acting?
Liam?
There's one of them that's not acting, I think. But I don't know.
Okay.
It would suck to be the non-actor.
Do you remember the Netflix ad they did for Australia with Hemsy?
No.
It was basically just them hanging shit on him for looking up movies that only feature him.
Fair. That was a good one.
Because
they show him using the filter functions and he just searches for movies that contain him.
What's sad is that he has to look those movies up.
Yeah. No, it's good to see the Australian sense of humour maintained in him.
Yeah. To the ad.
Yeah. I mean, he can at least take a joke. He doesn't whine too much.
So, I think we need to get back onto another one of the depressing America things.
Ah, damn it. I tried, guys.
Yeah.
I really tried.
Look, we told you they'd be spattered throughout the episode, so we didn't get a big block of it.
It's an emotional roller coaster.
I know, right? So, Trump's trying to annul a bunch of the pardons that Biden did at the end of his presidency, basically protecting those who did the prosecution against Trump at the end of his previous tenure.
Yeah.
And he's saying that they're now void because Biden used an auto pen.
Which is the fucking dumbest thing.
For those who don't know what it is, an auto pen basically just writes the president's signature.
Yeah. That's it.
Now, if it had been like, oh yeah, some rando used it, okay, sure, you might have a point, except we know that Biden was the one holding the pen.
Yeah.
Signing those documents.
Yeah.
Because the weird thing is, they're going on about they have these documents on this particular website. It's like, yeah, but that's because they replaced them with all AutoPen. Like even the ones Trump signed recently are AutoPen. So they don't, accidentally give the president's fucking actual signature away.
It's just dumb. It's just like, we have the footage. We have staffers. There's one staffer who came out saying, oh yeah, no, it was non-legit. And then they asked other ones, and it came out as, nope, yep, we definitely actually did do that.
basically one staffer got caught stirring the pot. And I was like, mate, stop that.
Yeah.
I just had a look, and another fun thing in tech.
Oh man, what the fuck?
Amazon has decided they're removing all privacy or the privacy options, so now all Alexa recordings will go straight to the cloud.
Yay.
Roll that one past me again.
Amazon removes privacy options. Now all Alexa recordings will go straight to the cloud. You can no longer filter it, so they won't be automatically recorded.
Yep.
Fucking hell. This is so they can teach an AI model, isn't it?
I almost guarantee it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The message explains that the change is necessary following the introduction of generative AI-powered version of its popular Alexa assistant late last month. Alexa Plus, powered by large language models from Amazon Bedrock, will be free for all Prime members. It's because you're the fucking product, idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're paying Prime subscription to get what you help them make.
Yeah.
It should just be fucking free.
It should.
No, if
Not
anything,
that I agree with the whole process at all.
You should get a subsidy back from Amazon for your fucking data.
Mm.
Yeah. If you're going to use it, at least pay me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still don't know why they want my data. My data is shit.
Don't tell them that.
You
can get a premium.
This is like we found a bunch of sad people. Put them in one little category. These are the sad.
Well, I mean, Facebook ages ago got in massive trouble for pushing ads to people they'd accurately identified as depressed.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that. Fuck. That was stupid.
It doesn't matter what data you present; they have a use for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a thing I was watching. It was the newest episode of Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. They were talking about how betting companies have acquired that much data that they can absolutely tell you who's addicted.
Yeah. And they used that to funnel those people more things.
Yeah, there was one where a woman who was like massively addicted, so they gave her tickets to what was it, like Disneyland or something?
Disneyland, Lakers games. Like
no, it was a Lakers game.
Yeah, a whole bunch
the kid
of stuff.
asked her like why they were at Lakers and if it was to do with their sports betting.
Yeah.
So they identified that she was an addict, that she was in danger of disappearing, so they sent her Lakers tickets.
Yeah. Just to keep her addicted to it.
It's so scummy. Although, the Obsidian might need to watch their back.
Yeah, fucking oath. If history's anything to go on, god damn.
Because Xbox and Microsoft just says they're very happy with the reception of Avowed. The last time they said they were very happy with something, Hi-Fi Rush got fucking booted.
All I can imagine is that y'all did very well. Prepare for absorption.
No, y'all did very well while they load the shotgun. Very, very well. Now come
Dissecting
the
you.
shed.
Dissecting you will bring us so much profit. It's a shame.
Is it bad that all I could imagine was that thing from Hot Fuzz?
Yeah.
Shame.
I use that meme far too often as a fucking response.
Oh, it's like one of my favorite ones. So, some Republicans are trying to get a new mental illness recognized.
This is fucking
Trump's
scary.
derangement syndrome.
The annoying part is, I read that originally thinking, oh, maybe they mean that Trump is deranged in a specific way. No, they don't mean that. They mean the opposite.
They essentially want to suggest... Look, they've got a reasonably specific setup right now, but I guarantee you, if it ever got through, it'll get broad fast.
Yeah.
So basically, if you don't agree with Trump, you're mentally ill.
Yep.
Because the idea, if I recall, if I could find it... where's the breakdown? Fuck, where's it gone?
Escaped. Always when you need it, it's just going to hide.
The acute paranoia about the Donald Trump's presidency. Basically suggesting that you no longer have the mental capacity to determine between good policies and what you're just scared about.
Is it paranoia if it's true? like it's God.
Yeah, it's not. It's not paranoia if they are actually out to get you. It's just I don't like this. This opens so many fucking gates, and I don't like where any of them lead.
Yeah.
Like how they're speed running to try and get it down as far as they can. Just dismantle as many things as possible.
You can
as early as possible.
If that passed, that would be the quickest time or quickest follow-up policy that mentally ill people can't own firearms and mentally ill people can't vote.
Yeah. At this point, I swear they're aiming for a civil war just so they can extend the presidency because of the wartime.
Of course, if they can get a wartime footing going, they will absolutely do that.
And that can go on forever because who knows how long it will take for the resurgency to go away. It's just a constant background war in their own country.
Right, do we want a palate cleanser for the last one?
I think we need one.
Yes, please.
I mean, it's something that we can at least be like...
As good. I need something to get the sick out of my mouth.
About.
Yeah.
So Amazon wants to do a live-action God of War.
Bad!
I told you I want to get the sick out of my mouth.
It was more that we could be like generally angry at, not like despondent
That's fair
with.
enough.
Yeah.
Because it's like, guys, this is just a bad idea. Like, what are you doing?
I linked a video to you guys in one of our chats, which was I can't remember the name of the creator, I have to find it again. His take on it was really, really good. Like, it's a cinematic fucking game. Like, if you want to experience the story, play the story option. It's right fucking there.
And I'm really sorry, but Christopher Judge, aka Teal'c, yeah, he is Kratos now.
Yeah. There's no one else in my head.
Yeah, so, like, who the fuck are you putting in the live-action slot? Although they did, if I recall, one of the guys working on it has said he has not played the God of War games.
It's one of the lead producers. He said, I tried to play the game, but I'm not a gamer. It's like, you still need to fucking try, mate. You're making a thing about this.
One of the things that made the Fallout TV show so good was, like, everyone who was in a key position played the fucking game.
Yeah. Or at least fan of the content, had read a book, had fucking done something to interact with the fucking media, not just, let's just do a thing.
I'm making a prediction now. That's going to be Halo all over again.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
Like, they're going to say,
why did you remind me?
But we're making it available to a broader audience. Fuck that. There is a great audience right here. Doesn't even live action. Just give us a movie if you really want to. Just make sure that Teal'c is playing the god.
Well, that's the thing. Body-wise, I don't think you could use Christopher Judge to do do credit to the guy. He's pretty old.
He is, yeah.
They would almost be better off doing it animated and getting him to voice it.
He's more Ryak than... Not Ryak. Yeah, no, he's more Ryak than he is Teal'c at the moment.
Yeah. But I mean, like...
Great.
There's 2 games that you could play, at which point he voices them, where the character's animated.
Yeah.
Just fucking play the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
They have a story mode, for fuck's sake.
It's right there.
Although, speaking of castings for live-action adaptations of video games, it's not one that's being made, but there has been a lot of fan edits for Gears of War using Batista and the guy who played Punisher as Dom and Marcus. And it's like, that works.
I'd watch the shit out of that. I'm not,
because that was I think it was Batista is Marcus and
old mate.
He never. I know who he is, but his name always escapes. Punisher guy is Dom, and it's like, that works. Like, I would watch that. That feels like right casting.
Yeah, it's like, I would watch this, but I know they'd fuck it up somehow.
I mean, God of War doesn't have enough plot to make a show around.
Yeah,
it barely has enough plot to make games around.
Yeah, it's really fun though. Oh,
I love this. Those games hold up so fucking well.
Oh, they're great.
The newer ones where they are trying to cram a lot of plot in, it's like, I'm not sure you guys are nailing this.
So there's a lot of plot here. It's fine, back to killing. Tra-la-la-la-la.
I mean, like, in the newer one, they're not fighting the Locust, they're fighting the Swarm. Except it is canonical that the Swarm are the Locust.
Yeah.
So why are you calling them something other than the fucking Locust?
Because reasons.
It's supposed to be that they're, like, they're a genetic, like,
Offshoot.
evolution.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's the Locust.
Yeah.
It is just an evolution of the Locust. They're not a new force. Stop calling them new. They're not.
No, it's a different shade of thing. It's different.
So
Shiny one.
my head is stuck on how they're gonna fuck up God of War, and all I can think of is like they'll give him a sword and shield. He won't have the fucking chain swords.
Yeah.
He'll have like a full helm, so you won't see his face, or a fucking cloak on, so you won't see that whole God of War tattoo fucking power up.
Well, here's the question. As far as I know, they haven't said when or which God of War they're working on doing a live action for.
Yeah.
Are they doing Greece Kratos or Norse Kratos?
That's a good point. You know
Because
who
Norse Kratos, you could get away with the sword and shield, although it'd have to be an axe.
Yeah.
But you could do it because that is Kratos in that game.
For shits and giggles, if they only want to bang one season out, they could do Christian Kratos. They've only got one to knock off.
That'd be great. I would accept
you've got to
this.
take down 3. He's got to take down the Holy Trinity.
Yes.
No, but they're
I
all
would
the
accept
same
this
one.
if Henry Cavill was there. Like, if Henry Cavill was playing Kratos for this, I would probably give it a watch, just because he would keep the reins on. Like, he's already done it a couple of times with other things. Like, no, can't do that. That's against the thing. That's why they hated him in The Witcher.
They're not doing. He's doing it again with the Warhammer project he's working on too. I just can't think of who body wise you would cast as Kratos. I can't think of a celebrity I'd want.
Even with Henry Cavill, like, being as jacked as he is, he still can't pull off the level of muscle.
Oddly enough, the only one I can think of,
Batista.
like off the top of my head, no, not Batista, and the one I'm thinking of couldn't do it anymore, but could have in the past. Why do these celebrities' names keep disappearing from my head the minute I want to say them?
Because the actor summoning them deletes them.
Played Hellboy.
Oh, fuck!
Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman, yeah.
But I'm talking like Hellboy era Ron Perlman, not current Ron Perlman.
Yes.
A bit
He
old
would have
these
been
days.
perfect for that.
But like back when he was doing Hellboy, he could have done Kratos.
What about Reacher? What's his name who played Reacher?
Ooh, actually,
Ooh.
that could work.
Okay, only if they're doing Greek Kratos.
Yeah.
He
Norse
can't
Kratos,
do
not as much.
Norse Kratos. He doesn't have enough gruff.
No.
But he could absolutely do Raging in the Gods, Ghost of Sparta.
See,
I would watch that.
I would love to watch him as fucking fully autist Batman, like Reacher autist Batman.
Oh, yes! That would be amazing.
His Reacher isn't autistic. He just really comes across that way.
Exactly. He comes across that way, and if he played Batman that way,
that'd be
he'd kick
so
the
good.
shit out of everything, but he couldn't help but focus on the weird little thing that looks like it means fucking nothing.
Yeah. I would watch the shit out of that. God damn it.
Side note, 3rd season of Reacher, fucking so good.
Yeah.
Is the whole thing of it out yet, or is it still part
Not
way?
yet. I think, like, there's
I think there's
one
season finals this week.
Yeah, this week's
Nice.
season.
I'd have to look it up and check, but I think it's, you know what, fuck it. You give me a second, I can tell you.
We just had the season final of Invincible come out. That was a good
Dude,
season.
like, that's where all the fucking budget went.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh, man. It's a good series. Fucking great.
27th is the last episode, so next Thursday should be the last episode.
Nice.
The last episode of season 3.
Nice.
That last episode of Invincible, holy shit. Their animation team decided they wanted to really flex.
They did. And
I think, I know it's a 2-second shot and nothing's happening in it, but I really love the one where he's looking down at the ground and then they do like a 3D pan shot to show the Viltrumite behind him.
yeah.
Just like, Why? Why did you do this elaborate 2D, 3D pan shot? Because we can.
Because fuck you, buddy. Ah, so good.
Yeah. Oh. Although, have you been watching Daredevil Born Again?
No, I didn't know that was out.
First 4 episodes. It's pretty good. Like, I'm liking it. It's definitely a little more of a
court drama?
It's not a court drama. It's definitely more like it's the first half is definitely a lot more of a I guess a drama is the only way I can describe it.
Yeah.
That doesn't feel right. Like it happens like 2 seconds. It's literally the start of the show. Do you mind a spoiler?
I don't at all.
Because this is connected loosely to the Netflix stuff.
Yeah.
They needed to essentially sweep Foggy and the girl off the table. in the first episode, Foggy gets killed.
Okay, fair.
But that's the impetus for
he's the dog in Reach.
Murdoch. He's the impetus for Murdoch to stop being Daredevil.
Ah, okay, yeah.
So the first half of the show is him not being Daredevil. At the point where we're at at the end of the 4th episode, it looks like he's getting ready to start picking up the costume again and be that person again. But the growth they've taken to get him there, it's really good. The 4th episode has some absolutely killer social commentary. He has an amazing scene with the Punisher. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm pretty hyped for the rest of this season.
Excellent.
It's a slow burn at the start, but it's all character development, so they can really smack you with that 4th episode.
Daredevil was the only one of the series I really, really gelled with.
One everyone gelled with.
Yeah.
That's why it got 3 seasons instead of 2, like everybody else.
It's how he breached into the movie universe.
Yeah. And the guy who played Punisher actually refused to come back to do his character when they first showed it to him.
Yeah.
Because it was too different. He actually pushed them to rewrite his character to be more like what he thought
the Punisher
the character should function.
Nice.
I love it when actors really own their characters.
Or one that loved the fucking source material. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rewatch those now. God damn it.
Look, you don't need to watch watching the previous 3 seasons of the show gives you context for this one's really pushing the relationship between Murdoch and Fisk.
Yeah.
So watching the Netflix stuff gives you a good grounding, but you can absolutely watch this show if you've never watched the Netflix stuff, because they're really trying really hard to not talk about it. Like they don't seem like it's definitely kind of canon, but they don't want to canonize a non-Marvel product.
Yeah. Although fucking that casting of Fisk.
D'Onofrio was perfect. Could not have done better.
Yeah. Fucking great.
And they're actually referencing stuff that the public would know in the setting of the MCU in this one. Murdoch's talking to a guy at one point about him robbing a convenience store.
Yeah.
And, it's like they've got camera, people saw you, and he's like, could it have been a Skrull?
Nice.
It's just, like, it's good. It's genuinely good. Would recommend.
Nice.
I would put Born Again. At this point, I haven't finished the season, so I don't know if they stick the landing, but at this point, I would put it up there as one of the best Marvel TV shows they've done.
Oh, nice.
I know a lot. For me, it'd be up there with, like, I know a lot of people didn't like it because of the stylization, but, like, WandaVision I really loved. I liked Agatha's one, too. Very creative, although I don't think they stuck the landing on that one.
It was a bit of fun.
Yeah. Right now, I would put it up there definitely at, like, probably pretty close to the top of the Marvel TV shows. This one's really, really hitting.
Nice. Sounds like they've actually gone back to the drawing board and done things proper for a bit, as opposed to the stuff they were giving us before.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Alright, we are well out past an hour, so I think we'll wrap it up. Y'all have a good one.
Bye.
See ya.